60% of the illiterate people in the world are women, and 1 in 3 have experienced physical and sexual violence. 4 out of 5 victims of human trafficking are girls. 30% of the women with their partners have suffered physical or sexual abuse. 62 million school-age girls are not in school in India. Women holds only 11% of the seat in Lok Sabha and 46% in the Rajya Sabha. And this is the average ratio calculated by the researchers. But the actual condition is worse. And there are many more stats and figures which defines the discrimination. But what is the major issue of gender discrimination and what causes gender discrimination? So how the fifth goal of SDG, that is gender discrimination, can be the solution for this problem, and the most important, what you can do. After all, it's about you and your loved ones. Hi, I am Rakshita and you are watching triple.com. So the first question is, what is the main issue of gender discrimination? There can be many causes like unequal pay, sexual harassment, racism, women are promoted less often than men, fear of asking to be paid what you are worth, and many more. But what causes gender discrimination in India? First is poverty, illiteracy, lack of employment facility, social attitude, lack of awareness of women, dowry, acid attack, rape, child marriage, and there are many such reasons which create gender inequality in the society. And what causes discrimination against women? So what are the targets set under the goal gender discrimination? First is end all forms of discrimination against women and girls everywhere. Second target is to eliminate all forms of violence against women and girls in the public and private spheres, including trafficking and sexual and other types of exploitations. Then eliminate all forms of practices such as child early and forced marriage and female genital mutilation. Fourth is to recognize and value unpaid care and domestic work through the provisions of public services, infrastructure and social protection policies, and the promotion of shared responsibility within the household and the family as nationally appropriate. Fifth goal ensures women's full and effective participation and equal opportunities for leadership at all levels of the decision making in the political, economic and public life. Sixth goal is to ensure universal access to sexual and reproductive health and reproductive rights as agreed in the accordance with the program of action of the International Conference on Population Development and beginning platform for the action and the outcome document of their review conferences. These are 6 targets under the 5th goal of SDG 2030. But there are 3 more pointers under this which classified as 5th A, 5th B and 5th C. So 5th A is to undertake reforms to give women equal rights to economic resources as well as access to ownership and control over land and other forms of property, financial services, inheritance and natural resources in accordance with the national laws. 5th B is to enhance the use of enabling technologies, in particular information and communication technology, to promote the empowerment of women. 5th C is to adopt and strengthen sound policies and enforceable legislation for the promotion of gender equality and the empowerment of all women and girls at all levels. The problem is with everyone, but it's just the matter of solution. Then what would be the solution? Strengthen policies and legislation to enforce gender equality and empowerment of women and girls. Eliminate all forms of violence against women, including trafficking and sexual and other exploitations. Eliminate harmful practices such as child marriage and female genital mutilation. Ensure universal access to the contraception and freedom of choice or resexual preferences and reproduction. All these are the solutions which government should take for the gender equality. Now, do you want to live in the world and the society with the gender equality? But what you can do for it? Lots of things. First is sponsor girl child in developing country to help her complete education. Share the fact about gender inequality to family and friends to encourage action. Last and the most important, on the basic level, We all should respect women. We can stop the violence against women from our own house and family, neighbors, friend. Demand for equal pay, safety and security at workplace. File complaint to the police whenever we see the wrong activities. Speak out against the misbehavior. Educate children. With this, women should also not register false complaint because it also ruins someone's whole life. So there should also be strict laws for false complaint, and there should be a strict laws for rape and sexual abuse, because such cases keep on dragging in the court for years, but the victim doesn't get justice. So with all these, what more steps can be taken by government and all of us? Please tell us. So this was the 5th goal of SDG 2030. For getting know about the 6th goal, which is clean water and sanitation, keep watching triple.com.